Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us a little on the early side, and welcome to Talking Through the Media's your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. Remember to, yep, I don't know what's happening.
I'll fix it. Go, go ahead.
Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like the video. If you like what you see, subscribe. Remember, you can always become a member on Patreon. And as always, send us any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts you have because we want to hear them. I'm Amy Newman, and joining me, as always, is the very smartly dressed Chris Fagan. Looking sharp, Chris.
Obviously not smart. My tie must not be working. These glasses are broken because I'm like, how the hell did I mess that graphic up? I was trying to do our side by side thing, and then it was just all Amy. I'm sure there'll be people later on that's going to be like, yes, finally the Amy triplet show that I've been requesting. Amy, and Amy. That's what.
Too many Amy's.
There's so many. That's a sitcom right there. So many Amy's. I'm waiting for it. But yeah, that's I'm great. I appreciate the bringing it. I don't know. Is this business casual? This is a polo shirt and a tie. What am I doing? What
It's
is
a
this?
powerful look.
Is it power? Well, I mean, is it
Like I
though?
feel like you're ready for like a power lunch, but then like you could pop that tie off
Like if
and
I was
go
the
party
C,
mode.
like
You could go either way.
I'm the CEO. Like yeah, it's a polo. What you got for me, Brad?
You
I'm
said
like,
casual Wednesday. All right.
there you go. So yeah, power tie and polo shirt on the casual. I think I got you. I think I fixed something there. Is that
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Did
One
I?
of me. The right amount of me.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Let me. But yeah, the I was just wondering. I said she's gonna notice the hat and the tie. Let's see. So she did. She's a friend always. Guys, like just
You
like
always
Amy
gotta
said.
hype your co-host up.
Yeah. Thank you. But just like Amy said, we're here, we're gonna give you our little talking points. This is talking through the medias. We're gonna go over well, not three. We normally do three topics today. We have two things we're gonna talk about. The Bill Gates thing that just recently happened. It's been developing, and I had a question online that I kind of related that I wanted to talk about these high level types of couples. Bill Gates,
Mhm.
billionaire, his wife Linda Gates, and the question about infidelity and stuff like that. It's a little different, kind of a talking through the media this week, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And of course, I'm stalling because I want to do that side by side graphic, but I'm gonna take my time in fixing that. So I did send you an email. I don't know if you got it. It was last minute, Amy,
Yeah, I got it.
and so
Would
we
you
can
would
we
you
can
like me
go
to read
into
the
our
email
this
aloud?
topic real quick and try to save my butt real fast.
I got you. So our topic today, it looks like those Bill and Melinda Gates affair rumors are true. The Microsoft co-founder responded to allegations that he cheated on his wife of 27 years in a statement to the Wall Street Journal, admitting that there was an affair that took place decades ago. This leads to the question, if you are or become a high value couple, millionaire or even billionaires, will infidelity still become a deal breaker?
Now, I've been watching a YouTuber named Kevin Samuels, and he talks
Mm-hmm.
about high value people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question is, I thought it was interesting. You get Jeff Bezos just recently divorced, and now those are the memes. Now the two richest men in the world, are now both pretty much going to get an apartment together or live in a house together. See what happens when things start getting real.
I'd watch it.
I'd love to see that sitcom. I'm sure these two actors or characters would be your favorites. You love Jeff Bezos, don't you? I mean, didn't we
I
talk
do
about that
not.
before?
How much I love Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
Oh yeah,
an icon,
wild,
right?
wild about him.
But I don't know
Love how he
why.
doesn't pay his
I
employees a living wage. Very fun, very cool.
just thought it was a coincidence, you know. Hey, first Jeff, now Gates, and now the whole thing with I don't know. I'm surprised with the Bill Gates one more. I mean, I'm really
Being
not
fair,
surprised with the Bezos one. I mean, they
yeah.
seem like such. I guess what you the image that you put out, of course. I mean, obviously their legacy, is a huge thing. So you never know what's going on behind closed doors.
He certainly. I feel like Bill Gates always seemed like the most like quote unquote normal billionaire,
no more
like
nerd.
as normal as you can be and have that kind of money.
It just didn't seem like he might have had it in him to do it.
Yeah, no, doesn't strike you as the type, but
So I'm like, so I'm wondering.
we've been proven wrong by that before. So
Obviously, I mean, I guess most people would be like, is he a guy? Does he still have a penis? So
yeah, but I hate that because I know plenty of guys who are not that guy, and I don't think it's fair either to be like, oh, all men cheat or want to cheat.
right.
So
Yeah, no,
I'll stand up for men. They not that there aren't trash men out there, but I do also know some good ones in that respect.
I'm sure there's a toxic male out there that's like, you get thanks a lot, toots. Appreciate you, sweet cheeks, or something like that. You're like,
Some of them suck shit. Like it's a spectrum, like anything. They're people.
but I mean that came into my little question. I think I fixed it. I'm gonna keep working on it. But that came to that question that I asked about high level couples and people like that. Because honestly, I remember when that story about Jeff Bezos and his wife first launched, a lot of people were saying a lot of similar things of like this if she takes, because they were married before Amazon became what it was. So she was there from day one, even in
That's what we call an investment.
right. I mean, she was there. I mean, right there. There's no argument. During that marriage, no probably no prenup or whatever. He wasn't nobody like the way back then. So that means if she got half of the money that was raised during their marriage, because she was there from day one, and it's not like she was. I don't think she played like a housewife, or I think she was also executive. She was a part of the business. She wasn't like just like a stay at home mom or anything like that. No. So I was like, she's entitled to half. That's not what she got, but they did settle on a figure, and instantly became the richest woman in the world. After that, wow. After the divorce and everything like that, she was already the richest woman in the world, but now single richest woman in the world. And then I heard 3 months later, he regained the money, that amount of money back into his. It only took him 3 months. I think I was more pissed at that than anything more. Probably just hella jealous. That's probably what it was, because that's not how my divorce went. So I mean, it was accusations of what was that? Like he was being blackmailed at first. We caught you with these other women and stuff. And say what you say about Jeff Bezos.
I guess I do not follow these stories as closely as I thought.
I remember reading a few things. Like it was during the campaign, and one of because he was such a Biden supporter or a Democrat supporter or just an anti-Trump kind of a person, that was one of the attacks from the right against him. Like he was being blackmailed. Hey, we hacked your phone. We found these pictures of you with this other woman, but you're still married and all this other stuff. And
this is Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos. And did you not hear about that? Like he got ahead of it. He was pretty much like, you're not going to blackmail me.
There was so much going on in like October, November of last year. It
was probably the year before that though, I think. But he was basically, he was like, I'm not going to be blackmailed. You're not going to blackmail me. I'll release those photos myself, and I'll use all my power to find out who you are and destroy you. He pretty much went Lex Luthor on his blackmailer. It was awesome. And then the divorce, and now Bill Gates. And now it turns out that Bill Gates has seemingly has a history of making advances to some of the women in the office place. Like a lot of women are now coming out saying, yeah, he's it's weird, because even his accusers, to me, the way I'm reading it, they're straight up accusing him of some foul stuff. But I'm not going to use the word polite. I don't know. That's the only word I can think of. They're kind of being polite about it, and it's probably because I don't imagine Bill Gates has any game. It's like, yeah, he tried to flirt. Yeah, it was inappropriate. I went to HR, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Bill Gates flirting with you? What would that sound like? But I honestly I thought, I don't care. Okay, let me go into the question. Infidelity with these types of people. Do you think it should be a big deal? You're a billionaire. Okay, Matt, you're a billionaire.
Okay.
Your
Love this so
your
far.
your husband's a billionaire. You marry another billionaire.
Okay.
You got a lot of things to worry about.
Uh-huh.
Is cheating one of those things? That should he be worried about if the pool boy if you find the pool boy attractive?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't think there's like a level of money that would make me any less a person, any less, I think at that point, my personal feelings on cheating and like how I would respond to it would still hold true.
Let me see if I can rephrase.
Do you
Okay,
feel like there's an amount of money where you would just like, what, like an amount of money where you're like allowed to cheat? It's not a big deal.
follow up question.
Okay.
How much access to women or men? I mean, if for the billionaire wife or the billionaire woman, men for her and women for the billionaire him. How many people out there in the world do you think will be like, as long as I can enjoy that luxury lifestyle, and he's not bringing anything negative home, or she's not bringing any, or not, making me look
I
like
mean,
a
at
fool.
that point, it just sounds like you have an open marriage, which is also,
Exactly. I'm like, there's because
I am not interested in that personally,
well,
but
of course, but the question becomes like, how many of those guys will be like, once they reach that level, you're constant, not you're constant, you're in a powerful position, you're this big old CEO, you're the richest person in the world, and you're used to people always saying yes to you.
I was going to say, yeah, it definitely does come into play. I think that there's a level of power and money that makes you feel, I think
Entitled.
we've kind of seen time and time again, kind of bulletproof and kind of,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, and probably, I mean, heck, I can't speak to what these women are feeling or saying or what happened, but even with some of the Bill Gates stuff, it's like, as far as billionaires go, he has always felt like kind of one of the more human ones. And he does have this whole history of humanitarian efforts. And he does have, an insane level of power and money and resources behind him. So, like, yeah, I probably would be really hesitant to really feel like I was starting a smear campaign against one of the most wealthy, powerful men in the world, and I wonder if that plays into why the allegations have felt a little softer.
Could you could you imagine during that divorce proceeding where Linda Gates' attorney is like, "I'm sorry, we're late, Your Honor, but we were in the middle preparing for this case here, and our computers suddenly weren't working anymore. Have anything you want to say, Mr. Gates?" I don't know what you're talking about. I'd be kind of worried. So it's like you're married to Bill Gates, and I don't know what their arrangement was. I just
Yeah.
imagine like people at that much power level and used to having people kiss their butts and stuff would probably want a spouse that probably fits that same narrative. Like I'm the
Kind of
richest
just
man in
okay
the
with
world.
whatever.
Said it. I'm sorry.
Just kind of okay with whatever.
To an ex-
Not going to tell them
to
no.
at least to an extent to where okay, it's like I'm the richest man in the world. I'm at a level where the temptation is going to be all over the place, and I can't guarantee you that I'm always going to say no to it. As long as I don't have a bunch of TMZ scandals, babies all over the place, bringing home diseases and things like that. You cool? She can say nope. I'm not cool with that. And then there's probably like a million other people that'll be like, I'm okay with that. So I just imagine
Like
that
I said,
that's
I feel like what you're just describing is an open marriage.
exactly. That's my question. Why aren't these people just in open marriages? Because they're human, and then there's humans
You
that
fall in
that
love with someone before you become this person. And I don't think anyone foresees a place in their life where that's just going to feel, and you fall in love with someone who's not interested in that, not, interested in whatever, not thinking they're signing up for this lifestyle. And then it becomes, I wouldn't be interested in that. But if, my partner then suddenly was that rich, it would be like, well, that doesn't change. For me, that doesn't change the promise we made to each other. That doesn't change our life, or our marriage or the grounds of our marriage. So then, yeah, I don't know. It does. Well, I think it's not dissimilar to, when you see like someone really blow up in Hollywood,
Right.
and that taking a toll on like an existing relationship.
Oh, I agree. Chris Pratt. Remember a previous episode, guys? I predicted Chris Pratt's divorce, and you guys remember why? It's something similar to that. She was making, doing more movies and what at the time in the beginning of their marriage, and then when he got cast as Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, the second I saw that the body transformation thing. And I saw that she was, it was, I don't know what the reasons were, but it was coincidentally, then all of a sudden the volume of movies that she was getting picked for was simultaneously decreasing. And then she transitioned to TV. And I just had a Reese Witherspoon, Ryan Phillippe kind of vibe there. I thought you meant
that like Reese Witherspoon could predict things for a second.
No, I just had I don't know. I don't know how many years ago was that when she got that award and his dumbass was like, oh, go, no, she was presenting an award at some award show, and he was like, oh, well, go ahead, you can read the envelope. You make more money than me anyway. The second he embarrassed them like that, because you could see it in her face. She did not care that she was getting paid more. She was the it girl of Hollywood, $20 million movies. Yeah. And that doesn't last forever. So you could tell in her face, in her eyes, she didn't care. You could tell she loved him. But the second he embarrassed her like that, I was like, what the hell are you doing? It's like when guys argue against women about why they shouldn't receive equal pay for equal work. I'm like, dude, so you're telling me you don't want your daughter, your wife, if your wife gets that raise, that's more money for the whole house. What the hell are you talking about?
Also, being in the entertainment industry, what if like Joy suddenly created her own YouTube series and became the most like watched media talk show on YouTube? She would have T3 Medias as her special guest every damn episode. Maybe that's a bad example, but being in the industry, I can understand how, even when someone you love has a win, we're all human. There is going to be an undercurrent of why not me?
I just feel like these celebrities and these billionaires and whatnot, they need to have a talk before they walk down that aisle. I mean, we're in this business. If we blow up like this, or if I continue to be this $20 million a movie person, I mean, just be honest.
This level of success, though, I don't think you really. I mean, I guess maybe you do. Maybe someone with more confidence than me does, but I don't know. Even like best case scenario of my career, like getting cast in like a Marvel movie or something like, suddenly,
Squirrel Girl. That's who I'd cast you as. Do you know who Squirrel Girl is?
I've heard.
You would be Squirrel Girl. That's another time. That's next week's episode. But go ahead.
No, but like there's such a big difference between like, oh, I hope my career is successful and I make money, and the billions of dollars these men ended up having, or the level of becoming like Hollywood's new mega star almost overnight. And I don't think anything prepares you for that.
Yeah, there's no class study. There's no just like in the NFL. NFL is another good example. These boys, they graduate from high school, they graduate from college, and they get drafted, and they're instantly coming from whatever lifestyle that a lot of them from middle class or lower lifestyles to instantly the possibility of getting millions of dollars instantly.
Like I said, I think especially if just talking about like the celebrity thing, especially when that person's in the same industry as you. Like I said, I am, of course you're happy when the people in your life succeed. Of course you are. But I'd have to imagine there is a level of jealousy that would be hard to not have creep in, no matter how much
Right.
it's, no matter how much you consciously care about that person and are happy they are successful and know they deserve their success and you love them and it's great. Yeah,
You'll still
I
pull a
can't
Ryan
imagine
Phillips.
subconsciously some degree of frustration and
Exactly.
jealousy doesn't creep in.
Why isn't my career doing that anymore? You're right, because we're all human, and then that's
Yeah,
the
no,
question.
it's shitty, but it's human nature.
And that's why I don't know why. I just feel like these people that are even if the situation is possible or is because we're like the billionaires that we were talking about, Bill Gates, and they were already there at that level. And obviously, Bill turned out to be human. As nerdy, as unpredictable as we downplayed. It was like, really, Bill Gates? And then I'm like, people are saying that. I'm like, yes, Bill Gates. I mean, forget the way he talks, forget the way he looks, and all that stuff. The dude was the richest man in the world. You don't think that people are coming at him all the time,
Yeah.
all the time? And I mean, but obviously he had. I mean, he wasn't. It was not like his scandal was, hotel rooms with different, like it wasn't like Tiger Woods situation. He was flirting with people in the office. So his thing was just being, kind of, weird, being kind of a scumbag in the office. So
Yeah.
I thought he was I just thought he was smarter than that. And if he's not, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest. At that level of success, when men are not at that level of success, they might be more afraid to be as honest as they want to be. Like, but
I don't know. And again, I'm not saying all men. I know some incredible men. I have seen what some men think they are entitled to with exactly zero.
even broke. Oh yeah, even broke guys will be brutally honest and be assholes and stuff. But guys like I would feel better if guys like Bezos and Gates at that level, say you don't have any problem telling all these guys in the boardroom no or yes or this is how it's going to be. Then tell your spouse the same thing. Look, I'm a flawed man. I'm probably not going to be able to resist that temptation all the time. Because what's the worst that can happen? I mean, it's already happening to him now. If she just said no, then they wouldn't have gotten married. She just said okay.
I mean, I guess that really does come down to what I feel like almost every conversation about relationships comes to, which is communication, which is harder than it sounds. That's easy to say, hard to do. But
Homer Simpson said it best: the problem with every relationship is communication. It's too much communication. She just talks too much. That's true. I always bring it. For some reason, I always bring it back to money. I don't know why. I know it is that the answer is communication, but to me, sometimes it's always I can always steer. I mean, back
money
to money
complicates things for sure, but
yeah. And I thought that these guys were smarter than that. They'd be more concerned about the legacy. I would be fair about it. He wouldn't, if he was acting like that, then he better not be worried about it if she was doing the same thing. That's just how I feel about it, because I feel like guys would be just as equally flirting with her just as much as women is probably flirting with him. I mean, look at what's happening now. You see, there's women on TikTok with these. I heard Bill Gates is single now. I'm just showing my butt, real quick. They're jokes. But if some of them, if they had a shot, they take it.
They'd shoot the shot.
They shoot the shot. I mean, Miss Gates is single now. I'm like, damn it, I'm engaged. Well, my time is over. But
her loss, Chris.
It's her loss. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. That's just how I see. I just feel like these guys at that level, men or women, billionaires, millionaires.
I stand by it though. For me personally, if my partner blew up like that and had that kind of money or that kind of success, doesn't change it.
So if you won,
does not change it for me.
So if you won the lottery right now, you wouldn't have that conversation. We're gonna have the big house. We're gonna build a legacy and stuff, and I get to keep the pool boy Pedro.
No.
If ever I so choose.
No, and he wouldn't either.
He wouldn't get to have. Damn it! I can't get Pedro either. Damn it! I'm like, I just feel like it would just be because I'm thinking about that whole.
Because to me that's just like two separate things of like. our relationship is our relationship, and that doesn't change who I am as a person or how I would feel about, again, I'm not interested in an open relationship, and I wouldn't stand for being cheated on. So, and those are just fundamental things I feel, if I would rather break up with someone than have them be with someone else behind my back.
Right.
And I know that's not everyone's decision in that matter, but I don't think there's an amount of money that would change that for me.
There's a lot of women that'll be out there like, hey, he told me right up front, and I agreed, or some women are like, well, oh, you know what, that happens in movies and TV shows a lot. He's leaving me, or this and that and the other for this other girl, and then another woman, maybe a mother, would be like, well, what did you do? What did you do to piss him off? So that always used to make me laugh when you see the mom betray the daughter like that. He cheated on me with the nanny. You're gonna just let that nanny take your man? What are you doing? What is wrong with you? Like that? There's.
I feel like the flip side of that is like women have like such a bad habit of like blaming the woman. And it's like, she's not the one who cheated on you.
Yeah, she was just shooting a shot.
I mean, if people knowingly are part of that, I think everyone involved is shitty. But if my partner cheated on me, I would be mad at him. Mm-hmm. I don't know this other person. They're not worth my time and energy. And
I know we're running out of time, so we try to keep it in a tight 30. But back in the day, we used to see a lot of, like, when scandals like these used to break out, like politically, you would see the cheating disgraced senator who got caught in the men's room with Pedro.
Oh, and then the wife.
And the wife standing right there. Yes, and that used to be
her nose bleeding.
Yeah, that used to be the political norm. Like we have to say, for the legacy, we have to try to save face. We have to show that you're still supporting me. Now it's to a point where, like, back in the day, you used to get shamed for getting divorced. Now you get shamed for staying in that marriage. So it's like now women are like, you're not, I'm not standing there next to you with that shit. And you know what? And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. If they work out the marriage later, that's fine. But I would not be mad at a spouse and like, no, you were out there in that bathroom with Pedro, so you go to that press conference. I'm not standing there. I'm not looking like a fool. What do you think about that? Like with if you wanted to work the relationship out, would you do that standby?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I think I'm a bit of a proud person, and I'm a bit of a, you did this to me, why should I have your back? Like, I would have a really, really hard time showing up for someone like that and feeling like I looked like the idiot. It's like, I shouldn't look like the idiot. I didn't do anything wrong.
You wouldn't want to be my wife then, because I'd be begging. I'm like, hey, man, come on. They got cameras. They're waiting. Oh, I got the speech prepared. Like,
no, you made that bed. You got to lie on it.
But she's still in the bed.
We can talk forgiveness later, but I'm not.
Right. I'm not. Yeah, we can talk forgiveness. I'm not talking about humiliation. Like, no, it's already humiliated enough. Exactly. That's the question, guys. That's. I don't know. What do you guys? I honestly feel like that, like these millionaires, these billionaires, these types, when they reach these certain levels, it's time to have a conversation. With especially if you're starting the relationship and you're already at that level. If you know there's any chance that you might be tempted, or you're gonna backslide, especially,
just don't be in a relationship.
But there also are women who don't care. And there are also women who are okay with open relationships, as long as she can get.
That is a perfectly valid option, but don't drag someone into what they think is a monogamous relationship if that is not what you're looking for.
So we can't leave this episode with the lesson of women just get over it. Just stand by your man no matter what. I can't
absolutely.
I can't close the show on that. Oh, come on, man.
Hard no.
Thought this was America, but hey, guys, let us know what you think about I guess the main question. Put it in the box below, and let us know what you guys think about infidelity in those high level. Yes, I cannot wait. These high level relationships where millionaires, these billionaires and stuff, open marriages or an arrangement. You get to live in this big old mansion, this house, and I get to sleep with whoever I want. Deal and break. Yeah, so And I'm talking about man or woman. It could be Oprah Winfrey probably had that conversation with her boyfriend a long time ago. Yes, when Jay-Z comes over on the show, I'm sleeping with him. Yes, Oprah. Yes, ma'am. I'm sure Stedman said, oh, I know, because that's what I'd say. Yes, ma'am. That's just me. Put it in the box below, guys. Let us know what you guys think. Share your thoughts on this. I might also put it in the community tab. I gotta figure out try to make it a voting thing or something. I'll figure something out. But thanks, guys, for listening to us go on about. I know it's like an off kind of a episode. We don't have 3 topics this time. We're just focused on Bill Gates and I was trying to see if I could change the world and turn all the ladies out there in the world into women that were okay with open relationships. But it's obviously I don't have that ability. I failed. So sorry, guys. No. It's not going to happen. Guys, if you want to reach out, just always go at us at T3 Medias on social media and let us know what you guys think at all time. Check out the community tab. Share your thoughts. And if you want to reach out to me directly, you can find me at Chris Fagan 1980. Since 1980. That's like my business card says. And if they want to find you, Amy, where can they do that online?
I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman and on Twitter at amy_n_Newman.
Outstanding. And until next time, guys, peace.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.